Hello, this is Scott Bergman, and for my 3D puzzle, I created a boy with a hat. Here you can see the pieces. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And some electrical components, which I'll explain. So this is sort of the person's torso. You can see he's got a little heart cut out. And so we can take the face, and this is the hole for the nose. So I can place that onto this piece. So that fits in with this little ridge fitting into this hole. And there's a hole that goes between both of them. So this fits on like that. And now I can, so if I were to turn it over, it could fall off, so it's not fully locked in place. And I can put the back of the hat on. So this is the face. Back of the hat fits in through these two holes. But of course, if I turn it over, it'll just fall right off. It's not locked in place. And so if I put together the front of the hat with the brim of the hat, which you can see has this little ledge that locks in to the bottom of the front of the hat, like so. It's hard to do with one hand. So that locks in, but of course if I turn that over, it could fall right out. But if I turn it over, it'll fall out like that. But if I slide it onto the other piece, I'll just slide this on first, and then I slide this in. Now it's locked in place between the two pieces, so this won't fall out. But of course, if I just turn this over again, it'll fall out, so I need some kind of thing to hold it, which is what the top of the cap is for, this piece. And it goes through the whole thing, and you can see right in the center there's a small hole, which will allow it to lock horizontal when I put the nose piece in. So this piece goes in the top with the hole facing directly center. And this goes through the entire piece. But of course, because it's another vertical piece, flipped over, the whole thing could fall apart. So the nose piece holds the whole thing in place by going through the face and going and piercing that small hole that is in the top of the cap that goes through the whole thing. So let's see if I place this here. I place this right through the nose. I push it in. And so that actually locks this piece in place, so it can't, this piece right here. So this can no longer pivot much on its point. And ideally, I didn't make a stand for it, but I let this hole in the bottom with this gap in the back so the wires could come out. When you press this piece, it goes through the bottom, and this piece sticks out a little bit. And ideally, when you put that through, you would have this button underneath it, and it's programmed, the light is programmed to be off, and this would be inside of the encasing. And then when you press the button, when this piece went through and hit the button, it would turn on the button, which would then turn on the light inside of here, which if it's dark, you can see fades in and out where the heart is, making it as if the boy had a heartbeat. So hopefully you can see that. So that only happens when the button is pressed, that fade in, fade out starts. And ideally this would all be within this encasing, well put, so that when you put this bottom piece in, right here, or this top piece rather, it'll hit the button and this will start fading in. So when you are about to complete the puzzle, that's when the heart will start fading. So I'm Scott Bergman, which is board number 36, and this is the finished puzzle. And the finished puzzle lighting up. Alright, thank you.